You built a body that can't absorb fuel, so glucose stays in your blood like shrapnel. You eat, you crash, you crave, you repeat, and you tell yourself it's normal. It's not normal. It's predictable failure. You wake up tired. You need coffee like a hostage needs oxygen. You snack like prey scanning for safety. Then you wonder why your belly won't move. Here's the ugly truth. If your muscles are small and inactive, glucose has nowhere to go. It spills into your bloodstream. It triggers insulin like an emergency siren. Then your hunger turns feral, and you make covert contracts with your future. I'll eat clean tomorrow. That is a lie you sell yourself for comfort. Your brain feels cognitive dissonance. You know you're losing, so you rationalize harder. Why? Because admitting weakness hurts more than staying weak. Ask yourself this question. Are you the predator or the pantry? Your blood sugar chaos is not bad luck. It's a strategic error. You trained your body to store glucose as fat, not use it as power. Fix the system, not the symptom. In the next minutes, you're getting a battlefield plan. 5 principles. Simple, brutal, effective. Build the sponge. Turn muscle into a glucose sink. Open the gates. Use movement to force uptake. Ambush the spike. Eat in a way that disarms insulin. Control the aftermath. Stop crashes and cravings. Stay until the end because the final principle flips the whole game without dieting harder. And yes, this is about sovereignty, not motivation. Strategy. If you want control, subscribe now. You're not here for vibes. You're here for leverage. Principle 1. Build the sponge. Muscle is not decoration. Muscle is storage. It's a tactical warehouse for glucose. When you lift, you expand the depot. You create more sponge, more place for glucose to land safely. Without muscle, your body is a small city. One truck of carbs arrives. Traffic jams, chaos, sirens. That's your blood sugar spike. With muscle, your body is a fortress with hangars. Fuel comes in, gets stored, gets used. Want forbidden knowledge? Here it is. You don't burn sugar first. You absorb it first. Absorption is the first victory. Action tactics. Do this. Lift 3 days per week, full body. Use big moves. Squat pattern, hinge, push-pull, carry. Train close to failure on the last set. Track reps. Progress weekly. Count to 3. Watch what happens. 1, 2, 3. Your body stops being prey. It starts becoming a lion. Comment sponge if you're starting lifting today. Now you've built the sponge. Next, you learn how to squeeze it on command. Principle 2. Open the gates. You want glucose uptake without begging insulin? You use movement as a battering ram. When you contract muscle, you pull glucose in, fast, even before insulin does its full job. This is surgical. This is mechanical. Think of insulin as a slow general. Movement is special forces. Movement breaches the wall in minutes. So when you sit after eating, you do the opposite. You lock the gates. Glucose loiters in blood like hyenas around a carcass. Then insulin rises higher to force it somewhere. And your fat cells volunteer immediately. Rhetorical question: why are you giving fat cells first pick? Action tactics. After your biggest meal, walk 10 to 15 minutes. If you can't walk, do 2 minutes. 20 air squats, 20 wall push-ups, 30 seconds marching in place. Do this daily for 7 days. No negotiation. This kills information asymmetry. Your body stops being confused. You stop being misled by cravings. Transition teaser. Movement opens the gates. But your meals can still sabotage you. Next, you ambush the spike before it forms. Principle 3. Ambush the spike. Most people eat like foxes stealing scraps. Random. Opportunistic. Reactive. You eat like a commander. The spike is not carbs. The spike is speed plus isolation. Fast carbs, no fiber, no protein, no fat, no plan. That's a glucose grenade. And then you do the covert contract again. I'll just have a little, but you already know what a little becomes at 11 p.m. You need a rule set, not willpower. Action tactics, meal order warfare. Start with protein. Add fiber next. Carbs last. This slows the assault. It reduces the blast radius. Build a stability plate. Protein, chicken, eggs, fish, yogurt, legumes. Fiber, salad, veggies, lentils, chia. Smart carbs, rice, oats, fruit, potatoes. Portioned. Add fat, olive oil, nuts, avocado, small. Rhetorical question. Are you eating food or being eaten by it? Transition teaser. You can ambush the spike, but if you ignore the crash, you'll still lose at night. Next is the aftershock control. Principle 4. Control the aftermath. The crash is where you get conquered. You don't lack discipline. You have physiology pulling the trigger. A spike high enough creates a drop hard enough. Then your brain panics. It screams for fast fuel. That's not hunger. That's an alarm. And you confuse that alarm with a personality flaw. That creates shame. And shame makes you hide. And hiding makes you binge. Shadow integration matters here. Your shadow is the part of you that wants comfort now. If you pretend it doesn't exist, it will ambush you. Integrate it. Plan for it. Use it. Action tactics. Keep a crash kit ready. Greek yogurt. Plus berries, boiled eggs, nuts. Plus apple protein shake. Plus cinnamon. Use caffeine earlier, not late. Sleep protection. Stop screams. 30 minutes before bed. Dark room fixed. Wake time. Because bad sleep makes insulin resistance louder. Interactive prompt. Ask yourself this question right now. When I crave at night, what emotion am I sedating? Name it. That's surgical honesty. Transition teaser. You now control spikes and crashes. But the final level is identity. Stay until the end, because the final principle makes this automatic. Principle 5. Make it automatic. Your problem is not knowledge. Your problem is inconsistency. And inconsistency comes from identity drift. You act like a victim Monday, a warrior Tuesday, then a ghost Friday. That's cognitive dissonance warfare. Your brain hates conflict, so it chooses the easiest story. And the easiest story is, this is just how I am. No, this is how you trained yourself to be. Here's the rule of predators. Predators don't debate. They execute. They repeat. They adapt. So you need a simple protocol you can't think away. Action tactics. The 7-day protocol. Lift 3 times this week. Walk 10 minutes after your biggest meal daily. Build 2 stable meals you can repeat. Sleep and wake within a 1-hour window daily. Track 1 metric. Waste or post-meal energy. Information asymmetry ends when you track reality, not feelings. Your feelings are weather. Your metrics are maps. If you want the protocol written out, hit like. If this video crosses 1,000 likes, you get a printable plan. You're not broken. You're underbuilt and undercommanded. Your muscles are a glucose sponge. Right now, your sponge is dry and small, so glucose floods the system. Insulin rises like a desperate general. Fat cells take the prize. And you stay tired, hungry, and angry. But you can flip it. You build muscle. You move after meals. You ambush spikes with meal order. You control the crash with a plan. You lock identity with a protocol. If you don't act, here's what happens. You keep drifting. You keep craving. You keep negotiating with weakness. And people, life, stress, will exploit that softness. Because the world loves prey. And Prey always thinks tomorrow will be different. Rhetorical question. How many more months do you donate to chaos? Subscribe if you're done being managed by cravings. And comment this power statement below. I am the sponge. I control the fuel. Write it. Then execute.